craftcritics.com.
Alright, so welcome to Craft Critics. Today we're going to be reviewing Zombie Dust, my personal favorite beer of all time. So Jimmy, why don't you start popping these things open? This is a American Pale Ale from Floyds Brewery in Munster, Indiana. If you haven't been there, I don't care if you live in Ethiopia, you need to make a trip out there. It's really worth it. And if that's not your top priority, to me it is.
Make it your priority. I could just stare at the color at this all day.
This is a beautiful beer. It's a golden, semi-clear. The thing I love about this beer is the head. It's like little crystals forming, you know, shiny little crystal foam. It's really amazing.
Nice. You can see for mine, I didn't actually pour it the best way, but lots of foam here.
Yep.
And you know, looking at the light, that colors, oh my god, that deep golden ale is just beautiful looking beer.
Now this beer is, a foot away from me, and I can already smell it. Smell the aroma of this beer, just pineapple. I get lots of apricot. Lots of apricot, maybe even a little mango in there, just overpowering citrus, hoppy aroma. Taste. Oh. Just paradise in a cup.
It's got to be one of the cleanest finishes.
Oh, it is.
Cleanest finishes out there.
You start out, you get all those fruits. About halfway through, the fruits just become even more prominent. You start to get the hops in there, and then it just finishes with the cleanest hoppy notes with those apricot and pineapple notes coming through too. No bitterness whatsoever. Just phenomenal.
And one great thing that we could all notice is the aftertaste. You drink this beer, and right after you get the sip, the aftertaste, just the same taste all over again. The good taste, the good part of it, the good, really amazing aftertaste.
Yeah, each sip is like your first sip. It's very consistent.
And that's like what Jimmy said. That's the aftertaste is something I've never experienced in another beer. It actually stays with you for minutes after you. If you don't take another sip, for minutes you have this just tangy, fruity, hoppy aroma just in your mouth. It's absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm. Which can also be kind of dangerous because you take a sip and as soon as you put the glass down, you want another one.
Yeah.
And at 7.1, with it 7.1 or 6.9, I want to say there's a 6.9% alcohol. That's that's can be pretty dangerous. If you down 6 of these within an hour.
It's been dangerous for me before.
It's been dangerous for all three of us.
Oh yeah.
In a good way.
So ratings on this one, I mean, I've said it before, this is my 10. Up until this point, and I've tried a lot of beers, this is definitely my 10. There's nothing I've had to date that compares to this beer. Rick, what about you?
This beer actually really amplified craft beer for me, just in the sense that seeing the limits, there's really no limits that a craft beer can go to. Each one has its own unique properties and its own unique aspects to the flavor, but this really opened my eyes to what craft beers should be like. Each one of these beers should have those elements that tie in their uniqueness to them. So I give it a 10 myself, just because it's what opened me up to craft beers.
Jimmy, what about you?
So, same goes for me. I would give it a 10. It's just beers. They don't get perfect, but this gets close to near perfection. Really amazing beer.
And none of us have ever, that I know of, have ever given a beer a 10 before. So this is the first 10, and to date, the only 10. So this is part of the reason why we wanted to start out our videos with this beer because this is the standard. This is what, since we really started getting into craft beers a few years back, and since we did, this has really been the standard. This has been what we've been chasing ever since. Some beers have come close in their own categories and had their own special elements, but nothing has quite reached this level of perfection to this point.
Especially where all three of us agree on the ratings.
Exactly. You know, we all do a slightly different taste in beer and alcohol, so but this is absolutely a 10. As always, way to go, 3 Floyds. You guys are amazing.
Rock stars.
And check us out at craftcritics.com. Crafty are the few. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.